We are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy, rehooterizing at a restaurant. It's Zach Elias. What's up, buddy?
Should be so lucky. Just regular hooterizing in a restaurant. Restaurant is an incredible term. That was the new one to me. I don't know if you were hip to that term, but that was terrific.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays we do it live. Saturdays we post it later.
Quick turn.
Got a whole gaggle of episodes for people. If this is your first time, if this is your last time, make sure you share these episodes, leave a comment, give us a good rating wherever you're watching, listening, and remember, the next time you have a mice exterminator come to your house, you should tell them, hey, in between twitching, because they always have a funny twitch because the chemicals are not good for you, you should listen to the Booze Your Daddy, the podcast, because we like when people love us, but we love when people hate us.
I don't know what a mice exterminator is. I'm playing mouse exterminator tonight. Cat caught one. I gotta go patch holes. I bought the kit, the gear. Molly gave me the Hazardite to go in there, some copper stuff because steel wool's not good enough. It's a whole neighborhood scene. Where are the strings? You take the strings out of your hood? I don't like it.
Got a great episode planned for tonight, but before we get into it, Zach, why don't you tell everybody what you are drinking?
I think these things are stuffing because they're definitely multiplying in the back of the fridge. I've got Bud Lights. I thought I was making a dent and there's like 6 more new ones.
Do you know the reference? We don't die, we multiply?
Oh, yeah. You don't die, we multiply. Here comes the hot stepper.
No, it's from Bebe's Kids. But okay.
What? No, we don't die. Yes, we multiply. Here come the hot stepper.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Bebe's Kids is from before that.
Wait, is it? What the hell's a Bebe's Kid?
It is an animated people that would not be at your Passover Seder family.
And that's before...
Shot? You want to bet a shot on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Massachusetts mouthwash. There you go.
Baby's Kid or Here Come the Hot Stepper?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Do it right now? We'll look it up, or after this and we do it next week and we discuss?
From the front of the Fridge Brewery,
Ooh.
Daddy's had a rough one. I am drinking straight H2O, high quality.
You couldn't even do Chevets?
Dude, I am not okay right now. And the
What's
fact
your
that
deal?
I have friends coming over tomorrow. Wednesday, I'm at a hockey game. Thursday, I'm going home. If we didn't do this tonight, it wasn't happening. So for you people, I'm getting together, but there's no chance of me drinking alcohol tonight. I am popping a Benadryl the second this podcast is over and getting into bed.
Really?
Yeah.
Benadryl? You have allergies?
It feels like everything is not doing great.
It's trouble.
Episode! I think this might be 277.
Okay.
Calling this one?
Girl dinner?
Zach, what do you think girl dinner is?
A dinner with a bunch of girls, or that spaceship that went up today with all the girls in it?
Well,
Why was that news, by the way?
Because they were all female and there was whole women's suffrage back in the day. So.
2 of them were astronauts. The others were Katy Perry, who I don't think had many hours of flight training.
Yeah, but they had the lips of Bezos' girlfriends to land on in case it didn't look. Have you seen her? She looks like she has an infection.
Well, not when she came down. They had a whole study. Actually, I read all about this. That like what space does to any plastic surgery, she looked totally deflated. It was like, yeah, just sucking a lemon. But why is this girl's dinner?
Not girls, girl dinner. We went out with one of Julia's friends about a week ago, and I mentioned to her how once a week, Julia and I will just piece together a meal of...
I have to open my beer, don't I?
Release the Kraken. Release the Twistin'. Not great. We go out to dinner. Sorry. We meet up with one of Julia's friends, and I say how, we have to piece together meals sometimes. It's spanakopita, mott sticks, a dumpling or two, and she goes...
Things are not good at home.
She goes, girl dinner. I said, no, appetizer sampler. She goes, no, that's referred to as girl dinner. I have never been so offended in my life.
That's a poo-poo platter.
Yeah, coming and going.
Hey-o.
I'm just saying.
A girl dinner. They just order Appies? That's what they do?
Well, girl
Why
dinner.
does it cost me $200?
I've heard that typically there are girls, live alone, maybe with other girls, they will piece together closer to a charcuterie. They'll eat a block of cheese and a whole thing of Ritz crackers, and that's considered girl dinner. Because
that's just not a real meal.
That I've heard. But I was naming a legit...
What's the point of that? Because they're poor?
Because they're lazy. I don't know.
I don't get it.
It's a thing. Ask your sassy friends if that's what they do. I was offended because I love appetizer samplers. I think they're one of my favorite things. And
skins are very underrated.
Wouldn't touch them. Not a fan.
Gotta do them nice though. Gotta be thin and
They
crunchy.
prefer to be called the Manders these days.
What?
You'll listen back.
Oh, that was terrible. It wasn't that bad.
Look, the reason that you are not allowed to make fun of people anymore and say like, "Oh, you're gay," is because
Ma'am?
it's derogatory. And when you say it like that, you are implying like you don't throw like a man, you don't act like a man. When you call somebody special, you're saying you're doing something wrong. Okay? I
When you're
don't.
late to class, what is that called?
I think you get a demerit, is what it is.
You took you a minute to not say the word.
Got there.
Go on.
That being said, when Julia's friend said, "Oh, you have girl dinner," I didn't like it. It really bothered me. The meal moved on. Maybe 20 minutes later, I'm still defending my case.
You were in a tricycle there. You were the third wheel. It's a terrible meal. By the way, 2 girls who are friends and you is a tough meal. Forget what you order.
For them, because it's me entertaining. I can't turn this off, Zach.
Neither can I. Yet they prattle on, and at the end of the day, you're just looking like trying to make up backstories for different people at different tables.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'll go
also
there.
had a 2-year-old that was eating crayons at the table. So believe me, I was.
I've seen him do that.
So my question to you is,
Best meal he had in New Orleans.
you're making girl dinner. What are your 3 to 4 things that you would make at home in a perfect world, or you go to a buffet, or just entertain the question?
Yeah. I got the question. Definitely pigs. Pigs in a blanket, 100% on the thing. I don't love sticks. I think they're empty calories. It just feels like wasted space for me. I'm gonna go probably. Is wings count, or is that too close to a meal?
No, you can do it.
I'm gonna go wings, bone in, and I got one more.
Sure.
So I've got pork, chicken, maybe a vegetable. So I might go skins.
People who listen to this, people who text me, or in the comment section below, I'm curious what your ideal appetizer sampler girl dinner is. Send me a message, leave a comment. I am curious.
Or do you get a Mount Rushmore? Do you get a 4th one? What's your appy Mount Rushmore?
This is an episode in itself. I'm not doing this right now.
This is great. I'm so excited, dude. Where was this years ago? This is great. What would my other one be? Oh, hi, Marlene. What's your appetizer, Mount Rushmore? Any day now.
Feeling quirky? Get jerky.
Now I want to know what her appetizer. Spanakopita. That's
It's Spanish Spanish copita is what we do.
okay. Spanish copita.
Yeah, is that not what it's called?
It is. Apologetic bank robber gets $10,000. You saw this? He wrote a note. It said, "Hello." The note reads, "I'm sorry to bother you. All I need is $10,000. This is a robbery." That's so charming. He got busted on his second attempt. He got one. He got 10 grand. He went to the bank. Didn't happen. Had to chase
Everybody
New York.
freeze. This is a robbery. I
Or
say that anytime I hear bank robbery, like drawings, nobody gets the reference.
I always say, "Listen up. This will only take a second," and they throw the guns, Tommy Boy style. The Amish and electric bikes, how some groups make transportation method fit into their faith. I don't like it. Get on your horse, get on your buggy. Because it exists doesn't mean that they should have it. This isn't Rumspringer all the time. So they can use a real bike with the electric thing. I don't like it. Who are we without our principles?
Did you hear that they have trouble tracking hurricanes in Amish country? Because hurricanes are measured by damage, and the Amish rebuild houses too fast that they can't track the damage.
They do build them fast. I've seen Kingpin. That's about all I know about the Amish. That and Sex Drive.
Orange is the New Black. There was a scene.
Didn't watch it, but it's got my girl in it.
Never?
It seemed a little girl dinner.
First season, fantastic. Then bad, then good again.
It seems exhausting. But yes, the Amish are using e-bikes, and this reporter doesn't like it. Is Ron Katz with us? I mean,
Like,
I assume
alive?
he's still alive.
Yeah,
Maybe
I would have heard
possible.
something.
Okay. Because he asked for this story specifically. He
Okay.
did. Jose Luis Ballester, who's a amateur golfer, he was in the Masters. He pished in Rays Creek. So he wanted to get my take on it. I've pished in every creek I'm allowed to in the golf course. That's battle conditions. But I give him credit because there's a million fans around and cameras everywhere. This guy's got to have some kind of, Spanish hog on him. A jamon.
Or the opposite is that it's so small you can just cover it up.
No. You've got to have real confidence. You've got to have a jamon on you. You've
What
got
about-
to be.
Have you Schitt's
That's a
Creek?
9-iron he's hitting there.
Have you Schitt's Creek?
No, I have never shit on the golf course. That's something I have never done, but
I was talking about the show, you gross.
yeah. Nevertheless, and he goes, "I would do it again." Meanwhile, there was literally a Balfour toilet on the tee box that he didn't see and then peed in the water.
You've never done that before, just for the sake of it?
What, just pissed everywhere?
Like if
I
there's a
pee
bathroom
constantly.
right there, but you're like, I'll just pee outside. It's more fun.
It is more fun. Be downwind.
Fun fact: Germany, there's no lewd publicness out there. You can pee anywhere, anytime. Simon was in heaven.
Oh my god, I'm going. So you just walk with your spons in your hand and just start pissing?
Literally no rules. You just piss anywhere.
Girls too? Just squat and
There
go?
was very few girls at Oktoberfest.
Unless it's dudes in lederhosen with their dick in their hand peeing?
Can neither confirm nor deny.
Pretty good. A construction worker accidentally found a secret stash of 700-year-old coins. He found coins from 1320. He found nearly 1,600 of them.
Why? Why did he tell anybody? This story should not be in the news.
Yeah.
He should have
Poof,
pocketed
it was
them
gone.
and is he kidnapped or did he win the lottery? I don't know because we never saw Todd again.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't say what they were worth, which means a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have never told anyone. You're right.
Season 2 of Russian Doll. These things are worth so much.
So
The
much.
Studegarts.
Exactly. Speaking of worth so much, quote, I think I was lucky. A New Jersey man wins $315 million Powerball because he had to return orange juice that wasn't on sale. He was going to go buy $5 orange juice that he thought was on sale. When the guy said no, it's not on sale, his wife made him go return it. And he's actually none. I thought he was a J, but he's not. With that wife, I go return the cheap, expensive orange juice in this economy. He
That's
then
terrible.
had some cash in hand.
He doesn't
and
deserve this. So
bought a lotto ticket with the overage. So he spent the same amount of money and now is just rolling. Hate this guy.
No, this is somebody who was rewarded for doing the wrong thing.
He's rewarded for putting up that wife, probably.
The gas to get back to the store also eats into your profits.
No, he was at the register. He was a foot problem. He saw that it wasn't on sale, and the wife made him go return it. Go put it back.
What a wench.
What a wench, but Rich, you know what? She's gone. Pack your shit, get out.
Yeah, 180. See you later.
Maybe. Depends on the terms of the agreement.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Worth it. You can still get your 180. Get her out of here.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with that. This one is insane. Trump is renovating the White House. I didn't know you could do that.
I did see that he took down some famous picture and put up a picture of him with the fight where he survived.
That's terrific. He's adding a wing
What week is it going to be?
over the. He wants to pave the Rose Garden and put in a Mar-a-Lago style gilded ballroom for entertaining and partying. He's got this all mapped out. It is absolute chaos.
Oh my
You
god.
can't just do that. It's the White House. So here's where the Rose Garden used to be and the proposed Trump ballroom. He's just adding. This is where our taxes go to. The stock market's plunging, and this is what he's doing.
Nah, we're all right. But when you
Okay.
said gilded, I thought you were going to say a guillotine. I'm like, now that is aggressive for the senators.
Speaking of aggressive for senators, did you see J.D. Vance go full donkey lips on the college football trophy?
Why
This
was that thing in
fell
two?
apart.
Why was it in two pieces? That was bad.
I don't know, but he dropped it like an idiot.
He went to
All
grab
I
it from
could
the
think of was
bottom,
donkey lips.
and the top fell off. That's bad welding. I don't get it.
Bad welding, just pick the thing up. In this one, a couple, probably from Maryland, sells their business and sets sail on an all-inclusive 15-year cruise for just $3,500 a month. 15
No,
years?
you can sail forever for $3,500 a month.
You just keep going.
Yeah, I had a patient tell me recently, if you book a 2-weeker, you're going to pay out the yin yang. If you do 1 week and then they have an extra room and you go, hey, we'll stay on, they say it's like $800 a person. Because
Look at these two. Could easily be your sister and brother-in-law. Let's go. 15-year cruise. Let's have at it. What else have we got?
Oh my
so
God,
this
you
is always
close.
good. What?
We just podcast this last week. You are go ahead.
Yeah. Ohio principal blocks cops from investigating a bomb threat because she has a disdain for law enforcement. So you can't bomb threat?
No, not good.
She's trying to get out of jury duty. She is laying the groundwork for when she gets called. Well, I'm the person who had the bomb threat, so I can't be here.
I did hear today. Hold on. I did hear on the news today. They are talking about using drones when there is something bad going on in a school. Instead of, they talked about maybe like arming the teachers, or there was a million different solutions. That's a great idea. Just
Love it.
Drones go in, pepper spray anything that's moving. The kids, the teachers, I don't care. And then off we go.
We're essentially at like the Star Wars kill bots where they just go in and start shooting. Or that thing from RoboCop with the two big, the bad guy robot. Bring that thing in. I got news for you. That thing shows up, no one enters the school again.
I have another section that I do want to add later called Not So Crazy Solutions, but this drone idea is fantastic.
It's pretty good.
Why doesn't every school have drones?
Honestly, I think everyone should. I just saw my own problem. And now I think they should all have the thing from RoboCop. It goes rogue a little bit, but you walk into a school and you see that thing, you think twice about starting some shit.
It's true.
Where are those things? Where is RoboCop? When are these going to come? I want the whole setup.
Is he alive?
Yeah, he is. He just did a Mark Maron interview. He's doing pretty well. He was on all the drugs in the day. Doge asks public for suggestions on excessive red tape to slash. Just like whatever you don't like, he'll cut. Where's the suggestion box? This is a government-funded suggestion box.
No, here's why I disagree with you. This is another example of the internet solving problems. You know how this season of White Lotus people didn't love and everybody had their critiques? Why don't they give screeners out to people and say, tell us what you don't like and we'll make some edits, we'll make some changes? They need to use public suggestions more. I guarantee you there's going to be tens of thousands of stupid things. There's going to be one or two. You go, because again, I have a new section for this podcast and it's genius. And you go, oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, maybe. Speaking of White Lotus, I didn't see the SNL skit where they made fun of her with the teeth.
I haven't seen it yet either.
I heard it's pretty good. Goggins apparently liked it.
She's leaning into it, so good for her.
She's going to be the breakout star because of the teeth.
Yeah.
She's going to have those things trademarked like Dolly Parton's tits in about 2 minutes.
300 and 300. Old podcast.
Anyway. Naked Canadian wacko arrested at Disneyland after scaring visitors on drugged-up bender. There he is, just running through it. Apparently it's a small world after all. Look at this fucking guy. Yeah, so he's running through Disneyland stark naked. The one in California, so we don't have a ton to worry about. But God bless him, he's doing his thing.
Disneyland.
Disneyland. That's battle conditions Disneyland. You know what? You pay your $300 or $400 to get in. You do what the fuck you want. You have a $9 churro in about 2 minutes, so whatever.
He had a $9 churro hanging out.
Maybe he did.
Dude, there's
that's what I've got
everywhere.
Hey,
Zach, what you watching?
So, Hacks. Let's go. They dropped two episodes. It was funny. You don't watch Hacks?
No. But just, dude, I've been so busy.
No, not my fucking problem. You called for it today. I brought it today. I'm here with the thunder. You're sitting there dying. Water, sweatshirt. I'm here looking good. Also, no. And The Last of Us. Now, that show is good.
That show was fantastic. We didn't watch it last night.
All right. Well, I won't ruin anything, but unlike every other show, they just shut up in Last of Us. They get right into it. They don't fuck around. There's no preamble. They don't care what happened last season. Let's go. Go kill things. Go Bella Ramsey on everything.
I try to sell Last of Us to everybody. I say how I don't love zombie stuff, and it's great. It's a great show.
Yeah, it's a great show. And that's how you should sell it. You know how every show takes 6 episodes to get going? And you're like, oh, when's this going to... They take 6 minutes. They just go.
Now, episode 3 in season 1 was the piece, but was it episode 4 or 5 with Melanie Lipsky where they're coming out of the sewers and the guy's just doing, Full Metal Jacket?
Did she die or she didn't die? What happened to her in that?
Very
they shot her, right?
Yeah. She gone.
Yeah. Started Paradise, and then we learned we don't have Hulu. We'll talk. What do you have, Shelby?
Yeah, Shelby has everything. Every time I tell Shelby about anything,
she doesn't.
She likes a lot of stuff.
All right. You give me Spice, and I'll give you Hulu.
She doesn't know what Spice is.
Her husband does.
I heard it was good on HBO, and I like Simmons. He was on Colin, so I started watching the Celtics Pride, whatever that HBO document, and Julia sat down with me. 10 minutes in, I said,
I heard it's awful.
This is just Celtic porn. I can't watch this.
Speaking of Celtic porn, have you ever seen Celtic Pride? Not Celtic Pride. Oh, no. Is it Celtic Pride? What are we doing with Damon Wayans movie?
With Dan Aykroyd? Are they
it's amazing.
And Daniel Stern?
It's amazing.
Top 10 movie.
ever. It's so good when he's doing Bob Cousy. When David Wayne's what's his name? Shooter McGavin is the coach of the Jazz.
It's a really good one.
It's a great movie.
Not so crazy ideas. With all the airplane, helicopter stuff that's been going on, I saw a solution on the internet that made me go, yeah, that makes sense.
Don't take helicopters?
Oh, yeah, that's Seth, Chicago Seth. It says rule number 1 of helicopters is never get on a helicopter.
Okay.
When you book your flights, you should be able to see who the pilots are, what their training is, and if the seats are more, it's supply and demand. If the seats are more expensive to go with this guy, then it costs more. And if this person's first time ever flying, that's what you get.
Like Uber ratings for pilots?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I like
right?
it.
Would you pay more to know like this guy's flown for 20 years or
he's a 5-star pilot? Yeah, I would pay more for that probably.
And that helps out all the people, if you add $10 per pilot, everybody's out of bankruptcy. We have bigger seats, more snacks on airplanes.
And if you want a discount flight, you take your life in your hands.
Well, I probably still would do that, but yes, absolutely.
Yeah, right. That's okay. Like nothing wrong with that. Believe me, those flights will fill up. The cheap ones,
so crazy solutions. And that really made me go like, that's a great idea.
Send that to Elon.
I'll try.
Let him fix the FAA. Send that to Doge.
Remember we used to do Show Me Your Rhythm, where it's just the best thing that I saw that I can't fit in here anywheres?
Sure.
But sticking with the Lotus, Jason Isaacs, who's quite the thespian, and you can tell he's insufferable to be around, he was on Fallon, and he's roasting Jimmy Fallon the whole time because he goes through the different accents in different parts of England. He makes it funny. He makes it make sense. And at one point he drops like a "you're not Carson" type of thing. And like, I remember going like, oh my God, I couldn't believe you said that.
Wow.
I'll send you the clip. It was one of those like, he's really, really talented and funny. Maybe more so than I ever realized, but you can tell he's a pretentious asshole, like by a lot.
Maybe. He's good for that family. Piper, no.
Oh, no.
Them. Just want to hear her yell air raid.
I'm going to do a preemptive. They gone.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear Weight Watchers is about to file for bankruptcy?
Really?
Who would have thunk that a shot that people can take and they start losing weight and counting calories, which is as easy as anything else in the world, would just solve the problem? They tried rebranding to
They had a 50-year run, so good for them.
Oh, yeah, something else is going to come along. But it seems like the most obvious solution of like, it was not rocket science. It's 1 point is 100 calories, 2 points, 200 calories. Just do the math. Do your BMR online. This is not the hardest thing.
They had a good run.
But yeah, by the time this episode comes out and people listen to it, Weight Watchers will not be a company anymore.
Yeah. But Breakaway is. Ish. No Milo thing, no daycare, no. These guys suck.
Dude, he got me so sick these days. What is he doing? Nothing interesting. He almost bit another kid.
They caught him?
He was on top of some toy, and a kid went to get on top with him, like one of those inflatable things, and he did not like it. He went to bite him and take him off.
Does he have friends? Or is he just the biting kid doesn't have friends?
No, but I'm really embarrassed because the Passover we went to, there's a kid that's Eat the Rat's nephew, who's 2 months younger than Milo, and Milo was the biggest follower in the world. Whatever this kid did, this kid would come up and like punch me in the stomach. Milo would look at him for approval and then punch me in the stomach. He's the first time I've ever seen him play with another kid. I just can't believe he was so much of a follower. And
he didn't do well, huh?
No. Pishadoo of the week. I got 13 candidates. I don't know how some of these are going to go, but let's see what happens. Did you see anything from Coachella this past weekend?
I know that Bernie Sanders was there, and people were freeing their tits again, which I support. When did flashing go out? You should flash Bernie Sanders. Oh!
He just sits there all grumpy.
He's grumpy.
I had this on my list for many reasons. One, did you hear there was a 12-hour car line to get into it? Nothing. And I repeat, nothing, unless you're handing me hundreds and hundreds of dollars, is worth waiting 12 hours.
Or like a Beatles reunion. Dig them up.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
It would have to be something like that. Yeah. Then the story gets better that all these assholes paid $5,000 to go to this stupid thing. But then I heard something today that just took the cake for all of it. I'm not going to test you. I'm going to give you the choice because I'm going to give you 3 of the top artists that were at Coachella. And I want you to tell me which one was the biggest thing at Coachella by a lot. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Lisa from Blackpink,
I got some Blackpink.
Brunson Boone, or Junior H. These were three of the top performing acts at
I'm
Coachella,
gonna
and
go
one of them
with-
is Stole the Show.
Brunson Boone, because that's the only name I remember.
So I have never heard of Benson
Jalen
Boone.
Brunson. Okay, he's good.
I've never heard of Benson Boone. On Spotify, his number one
He's
song
number one. I was right.
has 2 billion plays and is an all-time top 150 song on Spotify. And I have never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Are we officially old? This might be the
We're
day.
old.
No, but I'm pretty mid and hip and young to the lingo. And come on.
What are you, Dr. Evil? I'm hip. I'm with it. Duck. Oh.
The other day, I stopped at a pizza place to get a slice, not that place that charged me $5.04, and they're showing highlights from ESPN, and I look up, and who was playing? It was the Jazz versus, well, I don't quite recognize this team. The jerseys were all weird, third jersey or something. So let me just look on the bottom line. Well, what the hell is that? It's like a basketball, but then it kind of says 3-1-3, but it's a basketball. What team am I watching?
Who is it?
Detroit Pistons. I had to Google. I Googled which area code is 313, and it was Detroit. And then they find out they're using some third jersey that.
But even the score on the bottom part doesn't say DET. It says 311.
It said it was 313, but it was their logo. They used their logos, and it was the highlights the next day. So it was more. They just kind of saw the bottom line. There may have been something in the upper corner. I think I'm a pretty smart sports fan, and it just blew my. There's too many third jerseys. There's too many stupid logos. Just stop selling merch and just be you.
Opening day, I had no idea who ATH was. Like, what the fuck team is that? What city is that?
Nah, that's a huge problem because they've been that for at least a year now.
No, they were Oakland last year. This year, they're ATH.
But at the season end, they were officially ATH. Like, everything says ATH.
Why couldn't they just stay there for another 2 years?
All right, who am I? Sticking with sports stuff for 300.
A cool guy, huh?
Stephen A. Smith is talking about running for president?
Yup.
Okay. I don't know what the first stage is. He doesn't make it that far.
No, but his first debate would be incredible.
You
By
know
the
he's
way,
tall, right? He's
what?
very tall. You know he's like 6'1", 6'2"?
Yeah.
But, he has like little person syndrome. He's very...
He would be good on the debate. You know what? They said that about our current president. TV guy turned president.
No, people hate Stephen A. And he's
You
very
just want
racial.
Colin to run.
Colin would never win. People hate him.
You know who I actually do want to run? Well, then you don't get to hear it.
I said I'm going who?
I want El Presidente. I'd kill for Portnoy to run.
Did you see him at UFC this past weekend?
Oh, yeah.
So remember the guy that I told you who said I would go fishing with Hitler?
Yeah.
Knocked unconscious. There's great videos of his eyes in the back of his head. Sorry, choked unconscious, I think was the actual thing. Portnoy puts a yarmulke, has a mini Israel flag, and in the first row is just celebrating back and forth.
He's just top notch. He gets it right every time.
Yeah, but it would never happen.
Whatever. You got my vote.
One of my favorite podcasters use this term, but do you know when they call somebody a big J journalist what they're talking about?
Jew?
No, these are like the people that write, but they went to school for a
Oh, like
journalism
a
degree.
capital J. I know. Yeah, right. I
Big
got
J. After the Florida win, they were roasting one of the student reporters who goes to Florida because he was celebrating the team winning, and they're like, a real journalist doesn't cheer when the
you.
team's
Oh,
winning.
I heard that. Yeah, ridiculous.
Fuck them, especially if it's a student reporter.
Meanwhile, Charles Barkley was on every show is referring to Auburn as we.
As he should.
As he should.
But
Who gives a shit?
this kid is going to be selling cars in 2 years. Let him celebrate. Who cares?
Let him celebrate. And you know who the guy who says he's not a good journalist? He'll also be selling cars. They all will.
Sticking with basketball for 500. This is a slash. There's a LeBron Barbie
do.
doll. And also, LeBron got roasted by Isaiah Thomas for doing a shirtless workout in front of the crowd. What are your thoughts on either of them? LeBron Barbie, where it has like a little thing and it says stuff.
Real LeBron Barbie or Facebook LeBron Barbie? Because those people are tools to make the Facebook dolls.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. You made one.
What?
Now an action figure. I'm a fucking cool guy with a
If you
fan.
knew
What the hell was that thing?
It's a physical therapy goniometer, you dummy.
A gonadometer?
Yes.
awesome.
The best is, wait. So that is something that I use to measure typically the flexion of a knee or a hip. And I had this one guy recently. He goes, "Do you want to take a measurement?" And I just put the thing down in front, and he right over his head. And I said, "Oh, never mind." And this was a guy that like we had a real good back and forth with. I was like, "You missed it." He's like, "What?" Oh. Anyway, if you were smart enough to know how to make one of them, you would have, but you're not. And
No,
you didn't.
I saw the link 6 times. I didn't want to make one of those. I didn't. Ooh, I've got golf and Mets and maybe a snowboard and. All right, fine. I'll make you one.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Now you do.
But,
now
yeah,
I'll send it to Shelby.
Real LeBron Barbie / Are you okay with a basketball player who's just shooting threes in a warm up, just shirtless?
I don't give a shit about either of those.
Okay.
Well, you wouldn't want a Barbie of you?
I would definitely want a Barbie of me.
Yeah, you with a beer can of you also. Whatever. It's self-aggrandizing. I'd be into it.
Okay. I just I don't know how you felt about that.
I don't care. He's wearing pants. He's doing all right.
The Oscars are adding a new stunt category, which I'm calling somebody give Tom Cruise an Oscar already so he just shuts up.
Wait, is it for the actual actor or for the stunt person? It's not like the guy who played Brazos?
Talking about Jane Lynch?
Yes.
No, Tom Cruise does his own stunts. That's a thing. That's why.
I know, but like he's going to beat some real stuntman who's like going through glass?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. Tom Cruise, he's going to get his Oscar because he's carried Hollywood. Him and Tom Hanks have carried Hollywood. One of them have many Oscar. The other one is Tom Cruise.
That's true. And you know that if this becomes I think his next movie is going to be insane. It's going to be just called Stunts. It's going to be nuts. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
You might die doing it.
I can't believe you didn't bring this up. I can't believe you didn't burn pod. But the ATH baseball team and the Mets, where Jose Siri fouls the ball off, laying there, why me, Nancy Kerrigan style. They bring out the medical cart, runs out of gas on the field.
Okay.
You had one job, medical cart guy. They do nothing all game. Just make sure there's gas in there. What are they doing?
The thing could be pushed. It was this little thing.
They did. They did transfer. Oh, I saw that, and the best, and Ron and Keith, Gary and Greg, whoever they were roasting this guy.
Yeah.
You saw this, right?
Welcome to Sacramento. I saw it. Yeah.
Okay. I can't believe you didn't bring that up.
No, I was too busy doing that or Passover, whatever I was doing that day.
Something that's gone viral was, Zach, who's JoJo Siwa?
She's a dance kid who sometimes did the Masked Singer, and she's a lesbian now, and Zoe's... Okay, that's enough. Okay.
She is currently on the British...
she was a badass on the Special Forces show. She did that one, too.
Cool. What's the house show? House of Brothers? Band of Brothers?
Yeah, Band of Brothers. Is she doing Band of Sisters?
No. What's the show? It's a reality show. I'm blanking on the name.
What am I?
Where they're all in a house together and they vote people off.
Big Brother.
Big Brother. I've seen 0 seconds of that show, but she's on. I think they're doing a UK version with Gary Busey.
Oh my god.
The scene is pretty bananas because he's trying to piss her off by calling a cigarette the F-G word just because he's like, oh, you don't like boys and oh, you'll like me when it's done. Whatever. She ends up crying because he's amazing. All right, I want you to rank them. Biggest, craziest people that are still famous to this day. Go ahead. Kanye, Busey, and Mickey Rourke.
Oh,
wait. Time out. Did I say Busey before?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was Mickey Rourke. Take it all back. Mickey Rourke, Gary Busey, and Kanye West.
It's a little less fun now. Oh, Kanye is crazy, but like mean crazy. I don't love him in this category. I think Busey is the most delightfully crazy person in the world. Busey, as they say in Entourage, you're going to spin off this planet, baby. Like, he's incredible. He's out of his mind, and he doesn't turn it off, and he's just him. Mickey Rourke is just sort of in between. He's sort of a dick.
Oscar.
Like, if you ask me which one I want to spend a couple days with, it's Busey.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would take a nap in the same house with him. I would be terribly afraid he'd be standing over me, getting ready to cut my arm off and eat it for dinner.
Yeah, he would definitely be standing over you.
Yeah.
Just staring at you, scary enough.
I have a good sleepwalking story for another time.
Okay.
I'm not sure which zoo this is, but this one zoo has a problem with the people looking directly into the eyes of gorillas, and it makes them all aggressive and angry, and gorilla want to come smash. So they started handing out these glasses where the eyes are looking kind of at 2 o'clock. The glasses are fantastic. Like, they really make you laugh. Are people so stupid you can't just not look into the eyes of an aggressive animal that will break you in half with one arm behind his back?
Why is it so close to the encage? Like, why are you that close? What kind of zoo is this? Isn't there like a moat?
Dude, I heard about this. I think gorillas could get over a moat. I really think you have to worry
Then
about
why
those
don't they
things.
do it more often? Why don't they get out?
They probably do.
I've never seen one like just hanging out at the zoo.
I was going to put this in the Coachella section. Did you see the Masters, the concessions, and how much they cost? Because it's
No.
not what you think. You could have had 3 of anything for under $10.
Really?
It was like dollar soda, $1.50 coffee, sandwich for 2. They were like, people are paying enough to come here and do our thing. We don't need to make our money like that.
Well, you can get free food at the Ryder Cup, but the tickets are $1,200.
But most places, they pay the $1,200 to keep you and me out of there, and then they just gouge you for another $50. And you'll pay it. What if you're thirsty? You're gonna pay it.
Yeah, probably.
I thought that this is one of those take a lesson from. Now, of course, you have to be worried you can't sell.
Did you see all the other guys in the green jackets, the members? These guys have a coin for any of this. Like, $1,200. Here's a coin for that. Good sir. It was like the one black guy and a bunch of guys who were just, all have like numerals after their name.
Elements. Bronze. Uber released its annual lost and found index of all the crazy stuff that people left in Ubers. And of course, there was some ridiculous one. There's cell phones and a book bag. What if somebody left their Ozempic shots? But my favorite was somebody left a live turtle in an Uber. Like, hey, where's the Diamondback that we picked up today, honey?
Ew.
I couldn't believe that anybody would do that. Next one's a journey. I had to do a lot of Googling for this, but it was the High A Winston-Salem Dash against the Grand Rapids something other High A baseball team where guy goes back to first baseman catches it, snow cones it. They then do like a little back and forth. I'm sure he's like, oh, look at you can barely catch a ball. And the guy's like, what'd you say? Turns around, the first baseman goes to punch his lights out, misses by a country mile. No punches connected. I've never seen somebody try to pick a fight and not land a single punch from 2 feet away with nobody there.
Send me the video.
It's pathetic. There was no takedown. There was no anything. It was like the guy went to start. He might never make it to the majors at this point because you're in High A. If you sneeze too loud, they're like, yeah, we're done with you now.
Oh, one of the best fights was Delman Young who gets hit, kicks the catcher in the chest, and then charges.
With the bat.
Kick them in the catcher like dies. Yeah. He goes out. It's so good.
Last one from the great state of New Jersey. There is a whole scandal going on with this police chief. I don't have all the information, but I'm going to send you the link to this where all the things that he did where it's like, yeah, so he used to play pranks on people. Okay, so he would fart in some people's faces. Okay, so he used to like shit in the trash can and light it on fire.
Was he Farva?
The guy was Farva times 100 to the point that you go like, there's no way this is all real. What do you do when you show up in front of your superintendent? You're like, yeah, I didn't do all that stuff. Like, the pranks this guy were playing, they were not harmless pranks. He wasn't peeing in their water cooler. Call back.
I think you got to lean into it. Yeah, I did it.
It's
funny,
so
wasn't it? Just ask him if it was funny. You have to just tell him, and you have to tell him everything, and you wait for him to smirk. If he doesn't break, you're fucked. If he goes, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Coachella, 12-hour wait with Benson Boone as the highlight. Detroit Pistons or the 313 team that I had to figure out. Stephen A. Smith running for president. Florida student reporter gets roasted by Big J journalist. LeBron now has a Barbie, and he also works out shirtless for all the fans. The Oscars adding a stunt category, a.k.a. the Tom Cruise Award. You have the A's medical card breaking down trying to pick up somebody. JoJo Siwa crying because Mickey Rourke went absolutely bananas, which was it's worth watching. Zoo giving eyeglasses so people don't look directly at people, so the eyeglasses are pointed that way. You have the Masters concessions, which were dirt cheap, and I think that's a great idea, so fuck everybody else. Uber's lost and found, the Winston-Salem Dash guy missing a punch from a foot away, and the police chief, and I think it was Bergen County, who just played some of the dirtiest, raunchiest pranks on everybody and got caught.
I think it's the police chief. I hate to go with your 1 seed. I never do. Wow. It is. I never go with the 1 seed.
Never go. All right. For people who don't know that story, just go look it up. The list is very raunchy and very bad.
So, while I've got you, I did look it up.
Yes, I will be the officiant for your wedding. Yes.
What? Oh yeah, enjoy. So here comes the Hot Stepper by Ini Kamosi.
I knew you weren't listening.
1992.
I knew you weren't listening to me.
I was. Bebe's Kids. Sorry, 1994 for Ini Kamosi. Bebe's Kids. 1992.
Okay, but it was.
I owe you a shot.
Wait, they're both 92 though.
No. Sorry, did I say 92? Ini Kamosi 94. You win.
Yeah,
you were right.
You know you wanted to do that.
I didn't. I mean, I'm okay with it, but do it right now or next week?
Whatever you want. I'm
next
looking
week.
up. I'm trying to get the list of these offenses. I don't like that you didn't even know what he did.
But it doesn't matter what he did.
It's really bad.
You just see shit everywhere. It's pretty gross.
It was a lot of bad things. Pooped
Anything
on
scatological
floor,
wins.
Harassed employees.
He
spiked coffee with Adderall and Viagra at work.
Viagra. That's hysterical. You know what? He's growing on me.
North Bergen. Oh man,
Adderall
blatant
and
corruption.
Viagra.
It's so funny. I'm telling you, I watched the whole thing about this.
They're just running out huge hard-ons,
exposing himself, spiking the coffee. Chief officer caused somebody to bleed.
What's his name? Something Italian, isn't it?
It has to end in an A, right? Well, he's North Bergen. Let's see if we get a name here. Nope, it is the Robert Fairley brothers.
Not bad.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Thanks for listening to tonight's episode. We had fun. We're going to keep doing this. Chag Sameach to everybody. Happy Easter, everybody. And Zach, congratulations to you. Our YouTube, remember that guy roasted us for like, oh, good job. You have 50 subscribers.
Yeah.
Officially triple digits.
Ooh, get back with him. Yeah, go hit him up again.
Fuck you.
Go find the guy.
We out.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.